The end of the fall 2023 semester is now less than 2 weeks away as the campus events calendar is coming to an end. Coming up, we'll show you how several groups are giving students some fun and free options to escape the stress of coursework and finals prep.
One of the biggest events of the year also happens to be one of the most popular traditions here at Texas Tech. But the university's holiday celebration is going to look a bit different this weekend. We'll let you know what to expect for the 65th edition of Carol of Lights.
And campus is a little less busy as Tech's athletics fall sports are wrapping up after another season. But a couple sports teams are still warming up for conference competition. MCTV's Joshua Ermis will have the latest updates on Red Raider and Lady Raider basketball in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Holden Wright.
And I'm Elisabeth Herring. The final week of classes for the 2023 fall semester is almost over, and that means that several groups around campus are holding final events before the winter break.
With that in mind, one campus group held an annual holiday-themed option to give students an escape from coursework and learn more about the diversity of Texas Tech's student body. Student organizations from around campus gathered in the sub-ballroom on Tuesday night for the third annual Celebrations Around the World event. Tech's Residence Halls Association invited the group out to the sub to give students a chance to learn about the many holidays and celebrations that take place during the fall and winter seasons. The event featured free food, activities, giveaways, and special live performances. Raider Red even made a stop by the event to interact with attendees and pose for pictures. Celebrations Around the World has become a regular event on RHA's annual schedule. Along with this week's event, the group hosts activities and programs for on-campus residents throughout the year. For more information on the Resident Halls Association and to learn about future events, you can follow TTU RHA on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
With finals starting next week, many students are pushing through as they prepare for a graduation, and last night, one group of students came together to celebrate the end of their college careers a little early. Texas Tech First Gen and Mentor Tech held a graduation celebration last night in the Sub Red Raider Lounge. Students who are preparing to be the first in their families to earn a bachelor's degree could stop by at 3 p.m. to take photos, pick up some free swag, and celebrate with fellow students. The event also featured free snacks and refreshments and a chance to visit with staff from First Gen and Mentor Tech before the big day. Yesterday's event finished up at 4 p.m. with students heading out to their final classes as the semester comes to a close. Fall 2023 commencement is scheduled for Friday, December 15th and Saturday, December 16th. Students from Texas Tech, 10 colleges, along with universities, studies, and graduate school will walk the stage during a series of 4 ceremonies. For more information on this year's commencement schedule, visit commencement.ttu.edu.
As Elisabeth just mentioned, next Tuesday marks the last day of classes and finals start on Thursday. With the end of the semester fast approaching, the university is currently preparing for one of the biggest traditions of the year. The 65th annual Carol of the Lights ceremony is scheduled for 7 p.m. this Saturday in the Science Quad, just west of Memorial Circle. This is video from last year's ceremony, but the 2023 edition is planned to be even bigger than last year's Centennial Celebration kickoff. Work crews are currently setting up the main stage, along with video screens and banks of speakers all around Memorial Circle. A final check on the more than 25,000 Christmas lights around the circle and entrance to campus is also taking place to make sure everything is ready for the big moment on Saturday night. This year's edition of the Texas Tech tradition will include Christmas carols and the annual performance of O Holy Night. But there are also elements such as a drone show and acrobatics from Cirque Entertainment. Lost Wax, who call themselves the original mashup party band, will headline the event, entertaining the thousands of anticipated attendees who fill up the Science Quad and Memorial Circle. The night will end as the 25,000 lights simultaneously turn on, followed by a fireworks show to conclude Tech's 100-year celebration. If you're planning to attend this year's Carol of Lights, be sure to show up early if you want to get a front row seat. Students heading out to campus this morning may have been surprised to see wet sidewalks and roadways on their commute to campus. But the sudden appearance of moisture didn't last long, with sunshine returning by midday. So, can we expect any more wet weather over the weekend? Elisabeth is in the MCTV Weather Center and with a look at this week's forecast. Elisabeth?
Yes, so taking a look out at our MCTV tower cam, you can definitely see some clouds looming over Texas Tech. We did see some rain earlier this morning and a little bit this afternoon. It did stop, but we do have one more chance this evening. Looking at this morning, you can see the rain started around 10 a.m. It moved through the Lubbock area up to Amarillo, and that continued but dissipated at about 12 p.m. and we will have one more chance of rain. That's going to begin at 3 p.m., but it should move out of the area as we continue on into the evening, and we will have clear skies later this evening and Friday. Taking a look at the lows for the South Plains, some places seeing freezing, Friona 25, Turkey 30. However, in the southern counties of the South Plains, we will not see freezing tonight. We also have no chance of precipitation tonight, so wet road conditions will not be a concern for tomorrow. We will not have any icy roads as you commute to work. Looking at the highs for the South Plains tomorrow, highs mostly hanging around in the 60s. Some places, Friona seeing 58, Turkey 63. Definitely some beautiful fall weather, and we will have completely sunny skies to end our week. Tonight here locally in Lubbock, we are hitting right under freezing with a low of 31 with a slight breeze. Tomorrow, beautiful sunny skies with a high of 64. Heading into the weekend, we are going to see some wind. That will start around Saturday afternoon and will continue into Sunday, and we will continue to see 60 degrees for a high on Saturday and Sunday, and we will not dip below freezing again this weekend. Taking a look into next week, Monday, high of 65, as well as Tuesday. Wednesday, we warm up a little bit with a high of 66 and partly cloudy skies. Thursday, we warm up even more with a high of 73 and beautiful sunny skies. Thursday is also the first day for finals here at Texas Tech, and it will be a gorgeous day as we begin the winter season. I'm Elisabeth, and it's back to you, Holden.
Thanks, Elisabeth. Texas Tech athletics calendar has thinned out over the last 2 weeks as soccer and volleyball have ended, and football awaits for the postseason to begin, but there's still a couple teams that have been staying busy and continuing their preseason schedule. Both at home and on the road, MCTV's Joshua Ermis joins us now in studio with the latest headlines from Tech Athletics and Sports. Joshua?
Thank you, Holden. Texas Tech Athletics has a weekend of basketball on hand, while Red Raider football is prepping for Selection Sunday. We'll start by breaking down what's to come for Tech basketball. Texas Tech men's basketball will be representing their conference in the Big 12 Big East Battle today. Texas Tech is coming off of a 3-game stretch in the battle for Atlantis that saw them go 2-1. They'll play the Butler Bulldogs of the Big East Conference today in Indianapolis. Last year, the Red Raiders hosted their Big 12 Big East Battle game against then-head coach NBA Hall of Famer Patrick Ewing's Georgetown Hoyas. They won that game 79-65. Tech is currently 1-2 in Big 12 Big East Battle games since 2019. Texas Tech currently stands at 5-1 overall. They play the Butler Bulldogs at 5:30 p.m. in the Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana today. Texas Tech women's basketball is looking to keep their undefeated season alive tomorrow night against Houston Christian. The Lady Raiders will be coming off of another win last night against UC Irvine. In the win, Kyla Freeland recorded her second double-double with 12 points and a career-high 13 rebounds. Another big performance was Bailey Maupin's 21-point night, her second 20-plus point game of the young season. The Lady Raiders defeated the Anteaters 60-54. They now will host the Houston Christian Huskies tomorrow night. Texas Tech's record heading into Friday stands at 8-0. Their game against the Huskies will have a 6 p.m. tip-off at the United Supermarkets Arena. Texas Tech football is patiently waiting for the bowl season fate that will be determined this Sunday. The Red Raiders are once again bowl eligible at the end of the regular season, this time with a record of 6-6. On Sunday, the College Football Playoff Selection Committee will decide the final top 25 rankings, the College Football Playoff, and the New Year's Six bowl game matchups. From there, the rest of the bowl games are decided with the remaining selection of bowl-eligible teams. Currently, expert projections see the Red Raiders playing in either the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl in Shreveport, Louisiana, the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, or the ServPro First Responder Bowl in Dallas. Potential opponents include Cal, Air Force, and Georgia Southern. Last year, Tech was selected to play in the Tax Act Texas Bowl against the Ole Miss Rebels, where they won 42-25. Tech finishes the season 6-6 overall and 5-4 in conference play. The College Football Playoff Selection Show will air this Sunday at 11 a.m. on ESPN. That's all for Texas Tech Sports. Now back to Holden and Elizabeth.
Thanks, Joshua. As mentioned earlier, many groups around campus are wrapping up their fall semester schedules, with some using the holiday season for inspiration.
One group, who has been giving students fun and free options all semester long, is now preparing for one of their most popular activities. Tomorrow, the Student Activities Board is hosting a holiday Stuff a Critter event in the sub-courtyard. The event gives attendees a chance to pick out a furry friend of their choosing, stuff them, and then sew them up to create a memorable keepsake. Students also have the chance to pick up a holiday-themed SAB shirt to add to a special accessory to mark the occasion. With the holiday season right around the corner, SAB is introducing 5 new options to choose from, including a snowman, a wolf, a polar bear, a reindeer, and a dragon. Friday's Stuff a Critter event starts at 11 a.m. and will run until 2 p.m. or as long as supplies last. The event is free for all students, but you will need to bring your tech ID. Stuff a Critter events are very popular, so SAB recommends showing up early.
So, Elizabeth, are you planning to stop by tomorrow's holiday Stuff a Critter event?
I think I will. It sounds so fun.
Heck yeah. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.